Red Devils. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Chris. Today is March 1st, 2019.
On this week's episode of Rdtv, we will see what the weather will be like for this week and how our baseball and softball's first few games went.
Now, on to this week's announcements.
Cheer tryouts are Thursday, May 2nd in the CHS gym. Please be in the gym by 4:10 to check in and warm up. Tryouts will begin at 4:30. Bring a copy of your insurance card to tryouts on Monday, April 29th. If you do not bring a copy of it, you will not be allowed to try out.
There will be a required parent meeting on April 15th or 16th from 6 o'clock to 6:30 and from 6:30 to 7 o'clock in the CHS cafeteria. For more information, go see Ms. Ramirez in room 401 before she leaves for maternity leave in March.
If you're competing for Beta Club, there will be a mandatory practice this Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
There will be a blood drive in the band room on March 5th from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Sign-ups will be in Ms. Frederick's room in the Career Tech building in room 503.
All FBLA members who will be competing at the State Leadership Conference in April are required to attend at least one study/practice session per week in the mornings between 8:15 and 9 a.m.
That's all for this week's announcements. Now let's see what next week's forecast looks like.
Early in the week, we will have highs of 50s and highs of 60s and a chance of rain on Friday. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Taylor. Now here's Mr. Sasser with this week's Career Tech Spotlight.
Hi, Red Devils. Mr. Sasser. I'm here with Miss Alana Henry, who is this week's Career Tech Spotlight. Alana is a junior, and she is in honors classes from first period to seventh period. She's a member of 2 different Career Tech programs, our engineering pathway, and she is also a welder. And Alana, you were telling me you have interest of pursuing a career sort of in the Career Tech field, right?
Yes, sir. It's chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. So how do you anticipate the classes that you're in now preparing you for a career in chemical engineering?
I think they're pretty good, especially the engineering class is very informative.
What are some of the types of things that you're doing in Mr. Ninus's engineering class?
We make CAD models. Just today I finished a project where I had to make a lawn ornament.
So let's talk about welding. Miss Wilson, is our Career Tech Guidance Counselor, tells me that you recently went with Skills USA, that's one of our Career Tech service organizations, to a competition, or you plan on going to the competition, right? It hasn't come yet, but are you going to compete? I understand you're going to run for a district office. Are you going to compete as well when you're there?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be in the beginning classes, or the beginning competition, because I'm in welding 1.
Right, and just so you guys know, females in the welding field is a little bit out of the norm. They're one of the what they call a non-traditional field, and so really, should you ever decide to pursue anything in the welding field, sky's the limit there for ladies in welding. So Skills USA, are you familiar enough yet with Skills USA to tell us a little bit about that, or maybe the office that you're considering running for?
I know it opens up some good college opportunities.
Yeah, it does. And just a plug, all of our Career Tech programs have a service organization associated with them. HOSA is healthcare. We have FBLA for our business classes. Skills is most closely related to Rdtv, to welding, and our shop-based classes. But the CTSOs give you an opportunity to get out there, to see other people, your peers in the state, see what they're doing in their schools, and to compete against them. And Alana's going to run for an office for Skills USA, and we're on a little bit of a roll here at Central with state district officers and our CTSOs. So we're definitely going to be supporting you, and we hope that you win that election and we continue that tradition here at Central.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so that's Miss Alana Henry, this week's Career Tech Spotlight.
This weekend, the Red Devil Residence is competing. Let's have a look to see how they are preparing.
So, Mr. Baxley, how is your experience here at Central so far with the Show Choir Girls?
It's great. We've we've been doing a lot of preparation to get ready for what's coming up this weekend. I really had to learn a lot through this, and we're really starting to sound really good and get to where we need to be for the competition that's coming up.
And what exactly is happening this weekend?
So we're traveling on Friday to Enterprise for a show choir competition. We're competing against schools all over this part of the United States, and we'll be competing against some schools from Birmingham and that area, and from over in Georgia. So it's yeah, it's great. That's what we've been preparing for, and we're gonna sing and dance and just have a good time.
And one last question: what is your favorite thing about show choir?
My favorite thing about show choir is getting to see the girls dance and sing and just have fun with what they're doing.
Do you know why a golfer wears 2 pairs of pants?
I don't know, Jessica, why?
In case he gets a hole-in-one.
That's a good one. Now let's take a look at this week's corny jokes.
How can you tell if a vampire is sick?
Check his blood pressure?
Because of how much he's coughing. Why did the farmer win an award?
For having the most animals or something?
He was outstanding in his field.
Okay.
What do you call birds that stick together?
Eagles. Oh no, eagles fly alone. Crap.
Velcros. Why are there gates around cemeteries?
Why?
Because people are dying to get in. What do you call a pig that does karate?
Bacon.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A pork chop.
Ha! Those are a real knee slapper. Now to Nick with this week's latest sports.
Our varsity softball team hosted an annual Sidney Cooper tournament last weekend. They finished with 3 wins and 1 loss. Next Tuesday, March 5th, they will play Beauregard at home. Come out and support our Lady Red Devils. The varsity baseball team played Columbus High School this past Tuesday, resulting in a tough loss 2-0. Our Red Devil soccer team recently played Russell County last week. Due to forfeit, the Red Devils won. Now back to Chris and Jessica in the studio.
Now, let's see what went down during this week's Red Devil Challenge.
What's up, Red Devils? I'm Spitz, and for this week's Red Devil Challenge, we gave vague movie descriptions to staff and students. Let's see how it went.
I don't know.
The Hunger Games.
What?
The Hunger Games.
That's stupid. She was gonna die.
The movie, what's it called? It's with Selena Gomez. Sorry.
The Hunger Games.
She just gave up.
Oh, that's the Hunger Games.
So vague. Like, where are the multiple choice answers?
Okay, The Hunger Games.
Goldilocks. Oh, that was kind of close.
Pride. That's the only clue I get?
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Okay, The Wizard of Oz.
I feel like I should know this. I should know this one. But I don't. Like, you're not giving me any multiple choices. I'm not good at this.
Okay, The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, dear God.
Okay.
Wasn't that Christmas movie? Stay at home.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Yes.
Stay at home. Spoiled brat gets left home on purpose and parents...
Home Alone.
Oh my God.
Home Alone. These are way easier than I anticipated them being.
Home Alone? I finally got one.
Spider-Man.
Incredible.
Oh, I was close. Curious George.
Incredibles.
Oh my, good night.
I don't know, what is it?
Incredibles.
And I just watched that recently too. Netflix.
I have no idea.
The Incredibles.
I figured it was going to be some superhero.
Is that a cartoon movie? Up.
Okay. Depressed widowed father teams up with mentally challenged woman to find his disabled son. It's a cartoon movie.
I don't know that one.
Finding Nemo.
Wait a minute. No.
Okay.
Finding Nemo.
She's good at this. It's not fair.
I just really like movies.
Okay.
Not sure.
Finding Nemo.
Oh my goodness.
That's all for this week's Red Double Challenge. We'll see you next week on Rdtv.
And finally, we leave you this week with a tribute to our very own Mr. Kaschek. He will be missed.
Kaschek.
Oh my God! Mr. Kaschek's leaving! False. I will not miss Mr. Kaschek.
Goodbye, workplace proximity associate. We'll get somebody new in your place pretty soon.
Miss Sasser, what's wrong?
I'm just really upset. Mr. Kaschek's last day is Friday, and I don't know what we're going to do without him. I mean, who's going to be the Fred to Miss Gunnell's Wilma? Who's going to be the referee when Mr. Thornton and I skate? How will we ever make it without Mr. Kaschek?
I don't know what I'm going to do without Kaschek. It's going to be awful. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be great.
That's all we have for you this week. As always, have a great Red Double Day.